Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dom, and today we are taking a look at the Samsung Gear Live and the LG G Watch. I wanted to bring you a traditional unboxing and overview of these two Android Wear smartwatches, and if you'd like to see a comparison between the two, be sure to check out the link down below in the description. But starting out with the LG G Watch here, let's go ahead and take a look at the specifications. We have a 1.65-inch display with a resolution of 280 by 280. We also have a 1.2 GHz Snapdragon 400 processor. We have 512 megabytes of RAM and 4 gigabytes of internal storage, along with a 400 milliamp hour battery. So in order to get into the box here, we just have to cut the seal on the side and pull up the lid to reveal the LG G Watch. And we will go ahead and move that out of the way for a second here while we check out what else comes inside of the box. Now, the first thing you'll find is a little quick start guide. Well, it's not so little actually, it's pretty thick, but that's only because it's in multiple languages, so don't worry, there's not much reading there. Dumping out the rest of the box though, we do have a charging cradle, which actually uses a magnet on the cradle and on the inside of the G Watch to actually hold it in place, so you don't have to snap anything on to charge the device, which is pretty cool. And then we have a micro USB cable and a travel adapter here, which connects to the cradle. Now, pulling out the G Watch here, I actually am a fan of the design. I know a lot of people are knocking it because it's all squared looking, but I don't know, I kind of like it. I think it looks sleek, in my opinion anyway. I'm not a big fan of the rubber straps on it, but we will take care of that in a little bit. Now, moving along to the Samsung Gear Live, we have a 1.63-inch Super AMOLED display with a resolution of 320 by 320, a 1.2 gigahertz processor. We also have 512 megabytes of RAM, 4 gigabytes of internal storage, and a 300 milliamp hour battery. And in case you are wondering, both of these watches are IP67 dust and water resistant, so that is definitely a good thing, and you can switch out the straps on both of them, so no worries there, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. But taking a look inside of the box here, we do have a quick reference manual and some health and safety and warranty guides in case you ever want to read over that stuff. You have it. And we also do have a charging dock or clip or whatever you want to call it. It clips onto the back of the Gear Live, just like we've seen with the Gear 2, Gear 2 Neo, and Gear Fit. So you plug in your micro USB wall adapter, and then you clip that onto the back of the watch. Now, overall, I do like the design of the Gear Live. It looks very similar to the Gear 2, but you're missing the camera and the home button. But you do have some other features like that metal band around the outside, which kind of adds to its premium look. And you also do have a heart rate monitor on the backside right below the charging pins. And we have a single button, and a microphone is present on both watches for the OK Google commands. So as you can see here, side by side with the Gear 2, it does look very similar. Like I said, you kind of have the same design here. The Gear Live is a bit wider than the Gear 2, which actually makes it feel a little bit bulkier in my opinion, but overall it's not too bad. So like I mentioned, I'm not a big fan of the rubber straps that come with these smartwatches. They just kind of look junky to me, so I went ahead and replaced it with a nice leather strap here on the LG G Watch, and in my opinion this looks pretty awesome. So that's one way you can spice up your G Watch or Gear Live. Now, as far as functionality goes, you're pretty much going to get the same experience on the G Watch or the Gear Live because, well, they're both running the same operating system. You have access to various notifications from your device from different apps that you've selected to show notifications. You also have the ability to download and install different apps from the Play Store, but I wanted to give you guys a quick look at the software here, and we'll get in depth in my full review coming up in the near future. And as you can see here, this is the Android Wear app that runs on your device, and this will allow you to completely customize the actions that take place on the G Watch, as well as install new applications that work with Android Wear devices. And you can see here there's quite a bit of them inside of the Play Store, so that is definitely helpful. And as I mentioned, I do have a comparison between the LG G Watch and the Gear Live, so if you want to check that out, I'll be sure to link it down below. Now, you do have some settings here on the G Watch which actually aren't found on the Gear Live, so instead of going into the Android Wear app, you can adjust some of these settings right here on the watch, but most all of these are available from within the app, so don't worry if you don't feel like digging through the settings to find these options. You can access pretty much all of them within the Android Wear app, as I mentioned before. But like I said, these aren't actually available on the Gear Live, or at least I couldn't find them anyways. You have these basically simple settings here the about section, factory reset, airplane mode, restart, and power off, and that was about it. But overall, I wanted to give you guys a quick overview and unboxing of the Samsung Gear Live and the LG G Watch. I'm actually having a lot of fun checking these watches out, and I can't wait to bring you my full review in the near future. Like I said, if you want to see a comparison between these two devices, I'll link it down below in the description, and go ahead and subscribe for my full review coming up here in the near future. So thanks again for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. This is Dom, and have a great day.